Oh, what a beautiful what it is.
Okay, Sneakerhead. Had to change the channel because I thought Kevin Fragish was going to spoil Game of Thrones.
Never.
No, we're not going to do that.
No.
I hope you're back, by the way, Sneakerhead.
I hope you're back, Sneakerhead.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I don't know anything about Game of Thrones. I haven't watched Game of Thrones.
But we know enough to know not to spoil it.
Yeah, so we've learned because someone did a couple of months ago.
Me? Game of Thrones?
Mm-hmm. Remember that?
No.
Yes. Oh, you. Well, how you have a selective.
Did
memory.
I really?
Yeah.
It was an
that
accident.
One? It was an accident thing because we didn't realize that you have to wait. Well, etiquette Sneakerhead says 48 hours. But you're not even with that, sometimes we say something.
If it's a show as big as Game of Thrones and you're diehard, don't most people make a point to watch it because it's impossible to avoid the spoilers? You wake up to it on all social media.
I guess you just have to avoid all sorts of social media.
Yeah.
Researchers think they have found a simple cure for baldness.
This is a big deal.
By increasing the production of lactate in hair cells, previously redundant follicles appear to start growing again.
So how do they do this? They apply it like a topical solution, or do you take it in?
Well, there's some sort of glucose that is sent to the powerhouse of the cell. Can actually help hair grow. So lactate, I presume that's milk-based, right?
Based.
But apparently it's a pill. But I mean, I love milk. Maybe, I'm thinning here. I mean, that's horrible.
No, you're fine.
But for the most part, I like milk. Maybe that's it.
Well, they've always said it's good for bones and teeth and hair,
Maybe.
so that makes sense.
I never knew it was good for hair.
It was a simple solution as that. Let's hope it works because it's such a problem that plagues many men and women.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have any. There's no issues here. And by the way, Bruce Willis, I can't even picture him with hair. Who's the guy? Vin Diesel?
You have to watch some old movies. The Old Friends episode I just watched the other day when Bruce Willis was in and was the father of a girl that Ross was dating. He had hair then.
I remember that.
Bruce Willis had hair then.
I can't picture it. Even though, what was that other show? Was it Moonlighting?
Moonlighting, he had hair then.
I don't remember him. Yeah, anyway.
Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay.
No, stop.
This is something that you're going to agree with, and I am dead set against.
Oh.
Dancing may be good for your brain.
I believe this. I believe this. Go on.
According to the study's lead author, Dr. Catherine Reffield, the German Center for Neurodegenerative Diseases in Germany, dancing led to a noticeable behavioral change in terms of improved balance. As people age, the hippocampus area of your brain, the hippocampus area of your brain.
You know why I believe this? If you look at all the Parkinson's research, they link it to listening to music, and dancing sends the endorphins out, gets the blood circulating. It makes sense.
Yeah, your hippocampus area deals with memory, learning, and balance. It tends to shrink as you get older, but dancing and endurance training found to reverse the shrinkage.
Oh, like Mariano de Pugliese. How do they stay so young? They dance. See, this means we need to dance more. People who make fun of me because I dance whilst in my car, I'll crank the music at my parents' house in the kitchen, and the kids and I...
Dost thou dance whilst in your car?
Yes. And I'm telling you, there's something to it. You just immediately feel better.
Dancing had a greater impact than exercise.
I believe it, because it doesn't feel like work. You're not going like, oh, I got 20 minutes of this class left. You're like, wow, I love this song. I'm going to keep dancing until I can't feel my feet.
What's the worst thing you've been told to take out of your carry-on? I have lost so many corkscrews.
Sometimes when you forget water.
I have lost so many corkscrews, so many wine corkscrews.
Why do you
always in my carry-on?
in your carry-on?
Don't ask. But I mean, I always have a corkscrew in my carry-on bag, which I always use as an overnight bag too.
Yeah, that's a weapon. You can't.
Well, I know. So I've lost so many with that. However, this morning in Paris, take a look at what they took from someone's carry-on: a live python.
How is this so? How did they think this was a good idea at the time? And didn't the censors sense
it was
the live python?
It was. Yes, it did.
Python?
It did. They took it out.
Now you have me saying python.
Python.
Is it python?
Well, python. Python. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of. Yeah, never mind.
Monty Python.
Monty Python. But python.
Monty Python.
A python. Whatever. It was a big snake. It was live.
And
they took it out. They charged the person. They took the snake away because he wasn't supposed to have it. Gave it to a wildlife refuge, and all is well.
Don't try and smuggle your snake onto a plane.
If you are in Brantford today, look up, look way up, sometime around the noon hour.
Yeah.
I have the good fortune, the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum has invited me to fly in a B-25 Mitchell bomber.
You are?
It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to be able to sit in the rear tail gun and turn it. I even found this instructional video online.
Check the ignition switches.
Okay, listen. Yeah, what?
And set your parking brakes.
Okay, yes. I have to study.
If your plane has been inactive for more than 15 minutes, have your props pulled through 10 or 12 blades before you start the engine.
Okay, good.
This is highly important.
Anyway, just in
Oil
case,
may
I
have
will be
drained
well
into the
versed on
lower
flying it. But I'll tell you
doing
what.
that to start your plane? Is that how it goes?
If you take a picture of us this afternoon, noon, around Brantford, and I have some stuff to give away later on today. So watch my Twitter account later on this morning, and it's all for the Community Charity Air Show this Wednesday in Brantford. Going to be a good time.
Do not try to sneak in a snake.
Okay, I got to get back to studying right now, just in case I'm called on.
And no corkscrews.
Close oil shutters.
Okay.
Move mixture control into full rich position.